Welcome everyone to the SERL Domino's Pizza Truck Series Season 1, Race 12 at Lucas Oil Raceway. This track is not too far from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and this track is a short track. And as we have seen over and over again, short tracks they can produce a lot of cautions, but they're not always the greatest tracks to create a lot of like DNFs. So it would honestly not shock me if we still had 30 cars finishing the race right here. But I think we'll definitely see like caution after caution type thing. Maybe not, but we'll just have to see. And like another thing that we keep on seeing at short tracks is it's very hard to pass the leader here, and the leader is Nick Smith. So it would honestly not shock me if Nick Smith was able to lead like every single lap and win. It could easily happen. So as we look at the point standings, the distance from first and second entering the race was 6, and now it's only 5. Matthew Hodgkins was only able to gain 1 point on Charles Belding right here, and those two have kind of slightly separated themselves from like the rest of the pack right here. So I think at this point, if we are going to have a new points leader, it could be Matthew Hodgkins, or it could be Nick Smith if Matthew Hodgkins and Charles Belding mess up. I don't know. We will just have to see. Track position at short tracks is everything, and now let's get the cars rolling up. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Nick Smith and Elliot Vogel leads the green flag, and Charles Belding and Matthew Hodgkins start middle to the end of the pack right here. So there's a lot of unknown. This is compared to Bristol. It's the same shape as Bristol, but the banking is differently, and we're gonna see a lot of like sliding up. It could be used for slide jobs, or it could accidentally go to wrecks. So we'll just have to see. Here we go. Green flag. Nick Smith leads us to the green flag. He gets out to a great start here. Here comes Elliot Vogel right here, and now let's explore through the field here and see who's gonna run into trouble first. There's Charles Belding, the points leader. Here, whoa, Aiden Saunders are here on the apron. We are still green here, but I don't think that we're gonna be green. We're not gonna be green for much more longer, I think, at this point, because at some point someone is going to get into trouble. Oh no, this man animal right here. So the first 4 are single file, first 5 actually. Then we have a battle for 6 right here. So no caution here. Oh my God, Charles Belding and AJ Green made contact right here. Oh my God, that could have been really bad for Charles Belding right here. His last 2 weeks have not been that great. He got a nice solid 14th at Carbondale. But other than that, his few races before that were not so good right here. Here we have James Rodney and Matthew Hodgkins right here, just struggling right here in the back of the pack. Oh my God! And James Rodney here spins around, and we got the caution. Or did the caution come out for that? We appear to possibly have an accident right about here, maybe, because everyone is like jacked up. Okay, now let's take a look and see what happened to bring out the first. This is what the caution initially came out for here. Kenny Hamlin and Tony Green battling for like 10th here, and then that happens here, and Tony Green takes a pretty solid look into the outside wall right here, and then Brian Reed gets some damage right here. Eric Almerhart, whoa here, and then we see Anthony Martin, who was that? Biff Crafton right here. Garrett Sinner gets a piece of it. and Adrian Felix are here, and Archibald saying, just get through on the high side here. Oh my God! Here, and there we see Scott Dale. Ooh, wow! I didn't catch that right there. So those cars made some contact right here. So let's go on board. I believe Zachary Fitzwater got through the wreck pretty nicely. You see the sun right there in their eyes. On board Matthew Hotchkiss. I believe we only lost like one car, and that car, unless that car is one let down. So who did we lose? We lost Anthony Martin in the 13, so he will unfortunately finish dead last right here. So we lost one car right here, so it took us 5 laps. So it took us 5 laps under double pile conditions to create a caution. So what does that? So what does that tell us for the rest of the race right here? And how long will caution? So how long will it be until we see a caution under single file conditions? We will just have to find out. Here we go. We see Jim Cacknell right here, just trying to go under Elliot Vogel. Right here. Sometimes you gotta be careful of making passes underneath cars because then in that case, when you do that, you're almost kind of like sacrificing yourself to lose the draft right here. But speaking of passing here, we have a battle between Nick Smith and Elliot Vogel right here. But Elliot Vogel couldn't exactly get to work, and of course, as always, when you get side by side with someone, you have a higher chance of losing ground to the cars in front of you, and then you can easily create a cluster of cars there. And the more cars you get in a cluster, the higher chances you are of a wreck starting right here. And we could easily see a wreck right around this area here. But everyone seems to be racing very, very clean. So Nick Smith right here. Okay, so what is the margin this time? Was 0.74 right here. So he extended it from the previous lap. And I heard screaming. So Charles Building right here. So Charles Building right here. This would be with how bad Matthew Hotchkiss is right now. This would be a good run right here for Charles Building if he could just finish right around this general area, or maybe even better here. But he's making the pass right here for ninth here between Aiden Saunders, and he gets it that easily right here, I think. Nope. Here comes Aiden Saunders right up to the back of him as Nick Smith continues to extend his lead here, and well, Aiden Saunders right here stuck in the wall. That's not always a good thing right here. Here comes Jim Cacknell here, battling for second, right here between Elliot Vogel. Cacknell had second that time right here, but he's gonna make the pass work, and he is. But he still has a long way to go to catch Nick Smith, because Nick Smith is just simply pulling away at this point right here. So when Nick Smith crosses the start finish line, James Rogney in the 17. So James Rogney is about half a lap behind all of this right here. So this camera, we can easily see the margin here between Nick Smith, Jim Cacknell, and Elliot Vogel. They all three have a pretty wide gap of distance between all three of them right here. this track is flat. And since this track is flat, the outside line it is usable, but sometimes you have to be careful. I mean, we saw what happened with Aiden Songs right here. You don't want to go too high because then you start riding the wall and you get a lot of damage on the right side. And when you get a lot of damage on the right side, it starts slowing your speed, and it also increases the possibility of having tire wear and blowing a tire. Jim Cagnell seems to be gaining on Nick Smith right here, just by a little bit right here. So Nick Smith exits turn 2, and James Rogney exits turn 4. So James Rogney is still about half a lap behind Nick Smith right here. So here we go. How close is it as far as TV goes? Right here. So we'll see right here as Nick Smith passes the pace car, and Jim Cagnell catches him. So when Nick Smith enters turn 2, James Rogney enters turn 4 here. But here we see Jim Cagnell right here. Right here. Well, okay, he's not. Okay, the margin right here is going to be is going to extend right here, and now it's almost back to 0.6 tenths of a second. And Elliot Vogel is approaching on 3 seconds behind the leader here. So this top 2 has broken away a lot right here, and most of the field seems to be extremely single file right here. So this wasn't exactly the type of action that I was expecting right here. I was expecting to be at this point having like 3 cautions, but everyone seems to be pretty clean. So that last time by, Nick Smith was able to extend it even more right here. So what will be the gap this time? Nick Smith, they're in points. At this rate, because Charles Belling is right here, Nick Smith is unfortunately Nick Smith would still be incapable of passing Charles Belling in the point standings. I think at this point he would definitely grab second. Right here. But at this point it's going because Nick Smith now has the bonus point for clinching the most laps. If he were to win this race, if he were to win, he would have to. If he were to win this race, even if he won this race, he would have to finish more than 16 spots ahead of Charles Belling, and as you can see, it's not that Charles Belling is not in like 17th or 18th to make that happen. I don't know, possibly in the next like 10, 12 laps, these drivers could catch the lap traffic of James Rodner here. But pretty much as a steady battle between Nick Smith and Jim Cagnell here. Elliot Vogel seems to be reeling these two back in. At this point, it almost looks like Jim Cagnell is going to have to worry more about Elliot Vogel right here, because Elliot Vogel is coming back stronger right here. Maybe Elliot Vogel is better on longer runs right here. So here we are here. So now we have 20 more laps to go. Right here. So you can see. So if you just saw there, you can see James Rogney barely when we go on board the spectator camera here, and now right here the battle for second is ruined here between Jim Cagnell and Elliot Vogel, and now these two are losing speed. Here comes Andrew Brandt into the mix right here. So this is turning into a pretty interesting battle right here for second place, I must say. right here, and James Rogney, because of the damage that he got both on the backstretch and then half a lap later on the tribal, he's unfortunately struggling out there in the race. He is trying to catch in Big Craft and get as many points as he can, but it looks like it's not going to be a good finish for him unless something magical happens, which I don't see coming. But here we go, Nick Smith right here. Jim Cacknell, okay, he was able to reel in Nick Smith just a little bit here, but it's still not going to be enough at this rate. Nick Smith continues to lead right here. So Jim Cacknell, well, I think Jim Cacknell is really going to have to give Nick Smith a true run for his money in order for that to happen. Here, let's see, how far are they from catching James Rogney? They're not that far away from here, and so not that far away. So they could catch James Rogney possibly in the next like 10 laps right here, and that lap traffic could, having lap traffic could cause a change in the lead. Here, but at this point, this is almost turning into like Nick Smith's race to lose. Kyle Thomas and Andrew Brand now about 4 for here, and I believe I heard I thought I heard scraping. Here, here we go. Here's about here. Second pit spot, Brendan Reed here. Oh my God. Here, I believe I heard scraping from this area right here. So here comes Brendan Reed, getting pretty close to the wall here, but she keeps it off the wall here. Justin Jalopis is going to try to get by her. So I think I heard scraping right here between these two, or possibly someone else. Here we see another battle here for 22nd. Here, William Bedford, Eric Almahart, Jordan Newman joining the mix right here. Arshassin trying to reel these two in. As we zoom back at to the front of the pack. So Nick Smith is not that far away right here from catching up to James Rogney, and as I mentioned before, this could cause a lead change right here, which we have not seen so far this race. When we come back to the stripe, we're going to have 10 laps to go right here, and Nick Smith is going to catch James Rogney right here, get up right to his bumper right here, and in the next 2 or 3 laps, I believe. So as you can see, when Nick Smith catches up to James Rogney here, it has caused Jim Cacknell here to catch up. Nick Smith is going to pass James Rogney though, very easily it looks like. Well, never mind. James Rogney is going to fight to stay on the lead lap. This has also caused Elliot Vogel here to catch up to him right here, and looks like Nick Smith, James Rogney right here. He's not letting Nick Smith just simply run away. Nick Smith is going to have to fight James Rogney, and he did right here. But that allowed Jim Cacknell here to close in just a little bit here. Oh my God, James Rogney surges dramatically right there through turns 3 and 4, and is going to get his lap back right here. And meanwhile, behind him right here, we're now having, at this point, we're now starting to have a 4-car battle right here. For first place right here, a 4-car battle. Andrew Brand joining the mix. Kyle Thomas just seems to be a little too far back right here. Jim Cacknell right here, he lost ground right there, coming out of turn 4. Now Nick Smith is going to have to try to. Now Nick Smith still has James Rogney in his front window right here. So while they can, so this is going to help right here. So the 4-car battle for the lead is still continuing on here. 6 more laps to go here. The top 4 are all within less than a second that last time around here. is Nick Smith going to catch James Rodney this time by and clear the pass? It looks like that he is going to finally be able to do it right here, unless... And here we go here, battle for the lead. Jim Cackner here, second place here. Oh my god, throw it. You're wide for the leader here. This man and well... Oh my god, pinching each other right here. Oh my god. Here we go. And now we have several more drivers here. Andrew Brand, Kyle Thomas, Connor Breeden, Kel Gardner here. Nick Smith is somehow able to continue on to his leader here. Now Jim Cackner here is going to have struggles getting by James Rodney now. Nick Smith was finally able to do it. It took several laps, but he did it. And now it looks like James Rodney might just hold Jim Cackner right here. Jim Cackner is going to have to get by James Rodney super fast in order for things to happen right here, and this could create a caution right here. Whoa, oh my god, Jim Cackner, he keeps on losing a lot of ground. He keeps on losing a lot of ground here. If you're paying attention right there, here. Oh my, yes, right here. This could be trouble. Or here. So now we have like a 5-car battle right here for second place, and it's getting even bigger right here. Oh, Cal Gardner here, he's pushing Connor Breeden right here. Don't want to push too hard. Here, but now all of a sudden Nick Smith, he's just simply pulling a little lever here, and this is looking like his race right now. And Jim Cackner is unfortunately not able to get around James Rodney here. Man. And meanwhile, Nick Smith was also easily able to get by Biff Crafton right here, as the lead now extends down to 2 seconds. Right here. So here we go here, and it's obviously a long ways away. Nick Smith is not going to be able to catch Diego Stevenson in the 31 right here. So here we go. White flag here is out. 1 lap to go, and this is looking like Nick Smith's tower here to run here. And oh my god, oop! We got a caution here. We got a caution right here. Right here. So this caution is going to end the race. So if Nick Smith can just simply get back to the line, he's going to win it. What happened? Right here. It's kind of a no-no on what happened right here. But we will just simply have to like take a look at that right here. Here, but coming to turn stand 4, it definitely was not easy, but it definitely was not easy. It looked like at one point right there, he was gonna lose it in a 3-wide situation, but it's not. Right here we come. Now turn number 4 here, Nick Smith is gonna win the race at Lucas Oil Raceway Park. He's gonna win season 1, race 12. Charles Belden, he gets the top 10 right here, so he's going to be able to dramatically extend his points right here from Matthew Hodgkins, who unfortunately struggled right there, vicious, and I believe he's going to finish outside the top 30. So as these cars. So as Diego Stevenson is the last car to cross the line, let's take a look and see what happened. Running towards the middle of the pack right here, William Bedford here and Eric Almer right here. William Bedford gets into the wall and then bounces off. And then gets into Eric Almer right here. He just goes for a simple spin right here, and that's pretty much all there is to show. So now let's show you the finishing order. For whatever reason, it's labeling all. It's actually what it should be is that it should actually be only 2 cars more down, but for whatever reason it decided to. It's a weird glitch. It should really only be 2 cars left down. So everyone right here from Diego Stevenson to Nick Smith should all technically be on the lead lap right here. So Nick Smith, Connor Breeden, Jim Cackner, Kyle Gardner, Andrew Brandt, Elliot Volko, Philip Watson, Kyle Thomas, Ian Saunders, and Charles Belden. That's your top 10 right here. So the caution after caution thing did not happen right here, but you know what? I actually kind of enjoyed it, you know, because pretty much at every single other short track race there has been that like caution after caution thing, and it's not always. And in some cases, you know, it's kind of nice to see something different. But I will say is that if this track does come back for season 2, I will definitely be sure to lower the drafting distance. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much all I need to say. I want to thank everyone for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and bye. Congrats to Nick Smith.